Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Rob Perry. I'm the Chief Administrative Officer for the City of Albuquerque, and today Mayor Barry's out of the office, so I have the honor of doing Friday's Heroes. We try not to let a Friday go by where we don't honor the public safety officers of the City of Albuquerque through our AFD and our APD. And with me at the podium is a multitude of people, and of course Chief Breen isn't here as well, but I have Deputy Chief Santisteban and Deputy Chief Green with me, a number of firefighters and paramedics from the AFD, and we have a couple of citizens of our community, Mr. Byron Wicker and Madeline Wicker. And today's Friday story it is truly a situation of life and death. You know, it's interesting that these guys basically, they basically get trained and prepared and get readied for situations every day, and they just basically wait for difficult things to happen. And this is a situation where a very dangerous thing had happened, and these guys' passion and professionalism and dedication and responsiveness really saved the life of an individual who's with us today. And we're honored to have Mr. and Mrs. Wicker. We often tell these stories with people from the community, but it's rare that we actually have the folks that were involved. And I read your letter to the department that you sent in, and we were moved by it, frankly. It's a great piece of citizenship to recognize these folks for what they did. And I think it's a great story. We're proud and glad to have you with us. We really are.
I was happy I was able to write it.
You betcha. That's well put. Well put. So what the situation was is that paramedics from Rescue 1, which is by the Flying Star downtown, Station 1, most of the folks know, and Station 4, which is out by I-40 and 4th Street, I think, basically got a call. And they were basically pivotal that day in helping Mr. and Mrs. Wicker. What the situation was is that Mr. Byron Wicker was undergoing a routine chemical stress test at the Loveless Heart Clinic. And of course, you're with medical professionals. What a great place to have a heart incident, you would think. But things didn't go very well. Basically what happened was that when they began to test, they realized that Mr. Wicker was undergoing a serious cardiac incident. And what the professionals at the medical facility did was call folks that could really help quickly, which is the Albuquerque Fire Department. So panicked, Madeline Wicker called 911. They anxiously awaited for a crews to arrive. And at that point, Byron, I was told, had been unconscious for 6 minutes. And I think most of the folks that know about heart incidents know that there's the golden hour, it's known as, and particularly in the first minutes of a cardiac incident, when you have a cardiac arrest, if you aren't resuscitated and certain medical procedures done, you can sustain life-threatening and often critical injuries from not getting your heart treated appropriately in a timely fashion. So the folks from Rescue 1 and Engine 4, they arrived on scene. And that's Lieutenant Paramedic Kerry Murphy, Paramedic Driver Jason Hackett. Not with us today is Firefighter Justin Craig, and Jose Chavez is with us today. And basically these guys arrived, they did what they had to do as far as stabilizing our citizen, their patient. They basically restarted his heart and got him in a situation where they could get him to a hospital and the right emergency medical procedures could be involved. And it's truly a story where they saved Mr. Wicker's life.
Absolutely.
And without these brave men and women today, the outcome of this incident probably would have been a lot different. And so it's because of these life-saving actions by the firefighters and EMTs that we want to honor them today. And again, I thank you so much for bringing this to our attention. This is one of many stories that happens in the city, as I'm sure you know.
Absolutely.
But it's a great positive outcome, and I know that that you're very thankful, and we're so thankful to have professionals like this. With that, I want to turn it over to Chief Santisteban to say a couple more words.
Thank you. Hello. This morning we were speaking with one of the firefighters that's being honored today, and when his young son found out that he was being honored, his son asked him if he was excited because his dad's a hero, and his dad said, "No, son, I'm just doing my job," which I think is very telling, very fitting that the men and women of the Albuquerque Fire Department take such seriousness in doing their job, so that what we do on a daily basis, and here's living proof, actual living proof, is so well ingrained in our philosophy. So again, on the afternoon of May 16th, Mr. Byron Wicker was at Loveless Heart Clinic for a cardiac stress test. And during the test, his heart began to race over 200 beats per minute and then stopped. When Mr. Wicker became unconscious and stopped breathing, a 911 call was made, and AFD Rescue 1 and Engine 4 immediately responded within 4 minutes. Their prompt action with defibrillation and the administration of cardiac stimulation brought Mr. Wicker's heart back to spontaneous circulation. The responding crews are being recognized for their life-saving work as today's Friday's heroes. As Paramedic Lieutenant Carrie Murphy.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Paramedic driver Jason Hackett. And firefighter Jose Chavez.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Let's give these guys a big hand. Thanks, Chief. That's just an awesome job, guys. And you know, the mayor has these public safety coins that we give out as a token of the heroism and great work of our public safety officers. And it's my honor to let you give it out today on behalf of the mayor. I just think that would be terrific. So let's walk these guys through. And if you and Mrs. Wicker could give them out, we'd really appreciate it. Come on through, Carrie. And Jason's folks are here too, I wanted to point out. Thanks, man. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thanks again.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yep.
Nice meeting you again.
Thank you.
I met him
I don't want
at
to see you at the hospital.
when I was going through a nuclear
Thanks,
heart
Jose.
test.
Yep. Did you really?
Yeah, and he was there.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Glad all is well.
Thank you so much.
One more round of applause, because that's a great story. Thanks.